Hello, guys. Welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. I'm so excited to be here. So, huge announcement. Today is our launch, the official launch of the show. We are on multiple podcasts and we are streaming live on 3 social media platforms. And our first guest, whoop, whoop, that I have to say is Mr. Robert. So I'm super excited about him. You guys might know him from One-on-One, Alone, My Brother's Keeper, California Love. He has holistic products. So let's welcome the handsome Mr. Robert Ri'chard. I believe I said that right. He has me a little flustered. Hey.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Congratulations. I'm doing super well. Yes, and I'm so excited and honored. You're our first guest on the official launch. So, woo.
I love that. I love that. Is my orientation okay? Should I flip it? Am I okay?
You're good. You can scoot it if you want a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Yes, and I love that you have your EPM product shirt on. One of your amazing products and one of the amazing businesses that you do, which we will also go into that conversation about all the many hats that you wear and businesses that you have.
Absolutely. I'm repping EPM all the way. I even have the website in the background, so it's cool with EPM up there. That shows some love.
Yes.
Yeah. So how are you doing? It's October, it's fall season, it's the holiday season. Are you being festive and decorating? Like, what's going on in your family? Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm getting into the mood. I'm gonna do some Halloween stuff this weekend, so I'm super excited about that. Carve some pumpkins, hang out with some friends. So yeah, it's crazy. It's already October, almost Thanksgiving soon.
I know. We're rounding out the year, man. We had quite a hell of a year, but we'll finish.
I know, right? Wow. So a little history. Some of you guys might not know, but we originally met through Sheen magazine. I also work for Sheen, and we did an interview where I wrote an article on you, and I got so much amazing feedback from that. So that was really exciting, and it was such a pleasure to interview you there. And then now on our show, I'm super excited.
I love it. Yeah, no, it's a lot of exciting things going on right now.
Yes.
As far as just for the fans and their awareness, like 101's on Netflix. That's a great thing right now.
Yes.
We're number 7 on all of Netflix, so that's definitely a victory.
Wow.
7 is my lucky number, so I'm excited about that. Alone is on video on demand. It's on iTunes. It's on Google Play. It's on video on demand. Pretty much any streaming platform right now, you can download that video on demand. So go see Alone. It's great. It's a horror movie. People know me from all my horror movies. House of Wax is a great one too that everyone watches during the pumpkin, popcorn, chocolate season, as I call it.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I got new movies coming out. I have My Brother's Keeper coming out, California Love coming out, Real Talk coming out. I have 3 more movies coming out. Wow. So just, still working away and auditioning, and things are great right now.
Yeah, that's so exciting. So you said that your lucky number was 7. I recently have gotten really according to numerology, and my number, which represents me, is 7.
Love it. It's a strong number. It gets a lot of things done,
It does, definitely. So yeah, so you had the reunion with One-on-One, and I know you have so much love from the fans. So shout out to the fans who are just huge supporters of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the fans, they love that show. It's so great. I always sort of kind of quoted saying that I think our show was like the original Girl Dad show. Kind of like we've seen this sort of like popularity now where, dads are really supportive of their daughters.
Yeah.
And whether it be through sports or arts or through this, like their broadcast and communication, like dads have gotten so close behind their daughters. And so our show is kind of like that first show that's on, television that said, hey, we're supporting like the girl dads. And it's a good show, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Brian and I have a great sort of like I Love Lucy / like Ricky Ricardo relationship. So I'm really, really excited.
I love it. And then you said you had some other movies coming up. How have you managed to work on so many projects during quarantine and just keep up with everything?
Yeah, I was on Empire at this time last year, so I was doing that show in Chicago. Which shout out to Chicago, I love the Midwest. So
nice.
Yeah, for sure. But my Lakers won, so I have to put that out there. Yeah, and then I was in New York City in Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? doing a film with Megan Good. So
Nice.
her and I were, sort of crossing paths again. And then I had a couple of them in the can. I had Alone, which is our pandemic movie. It's basically like COVID on steroids, which is what I call it. And then California Love, we finished last summer.
Wow.
That's bowing too. So yeah, I just had a lot of stuff like, in the magazine. And
Yeah.
they're kind of like, firing out right now.
I know, that's so exciting. Congrats. We're going to see you everywhere. I love it.
Oh my God. You're the best. Like, I love just like how professional you are. You're so attractive and beautiful. All the fans love you.
Oh,
So thank you for putting this all together too. This is fun.
Oh, yay. So you also have the holistic products, which I'm super pumped about and I'm super excited about. So tell us about the products that you have because they are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking at some of them right here. This is it's called Elite Performance Medicine. We transform suffering for all. And the whole thing is better science, better medicine. When you go to the drugstore, anything you buy on the shelf, it's like from some lab that says like active ingredients and a bunch of other inactive ingredients like in the ingredients list. Our founder, who's a microbiologist, a Christian, and a boxer, asked, why would you put anything inactive into a formula?
Yeah.
So we have stuff for muscle and joint pain. It's called Reborn. If you're out there, you're suffering from any kind of carpal tunnel, back pain, neck pain, tennis elbow, any of that kind of stuff. If you're suffering in any way, Reborn. It's Fountain Youth in a bottle. I came across as a customer. For my face, I use Allure and Elite. It's like, beauty rest in a bottle. It's really kind of like what I use for like my vanity hack. But it keeps my skin great. I love my skin now. And then this stuff like for mothers and babies too. So if you have any kind of stress or anxiety or people who have stretch marks, there's a product called Calm. It's amazing. So go on the website. It's epmproductx.com. Go on the social media at EPM Products. And we transform suffering for all.
And your skin looks gorgeous now. You like never age.
No, I'm 38 years old now. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm a proud 38-year-old.
I love it too. I just turned 48, so I'm a little older than you, but I'm like proud.
There's no way you're 48. You got to be the face of EPM. Shoot, like you look so youthful.
Right? I'm gonna have to try your stuff. I was meaning to get some, and then it's been so crazy busy, but I'm gonna do it today for sure.
You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. Absolutely. So what's going on with you? So listen, so this show, like, where are you gonna go with this show? Is it just for culture? Is it just for updates? Is it for news? Like, share with us.
Okay, I will share. So originally the show was pretty much to support the local community and to just kind of give thanks to the people around me and in my community because I got a lot of support with my dance studio and then also I had some stuff with my health. But then it became global and then it became international and then now it is for rising stars and celebrities. I want to bring a positive platform in the entertainment industry. A lot of shows talk about gossip or they talk about like, the scandals. And I just want to inspire the world and make it a better place. And show the journey that you guys have,
I love it. It's so funny. This is our entertainment these days. And I think this is like, the big like human connection that everyone sort of needs. It's kind of like this broadcasted FaceTime.
Yeah.
Any tips on if I ever wanted to start a show? Like, is there a way that I should
Oh, wow. For tips, you would do it so easily. You're just so charming. You would be a pro at it. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Definitely. I have a partner who's been helping me, Jason Rex. He's been my right hand and editor. And so it's just been a lot of support from the fans, finding amazing people to interview, such as you, and, getting everyone to just share the love and stuff like that. Started a YouTube page, started a Facebook page. Starting to get on social media. We're on Spotify, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast. Yeah.
All the platforms. That's great.
Right.
So is that just like, do you like decide like, okay, like, in 30 days, I'm going to launch officially and like, get my sort of platform out there and then broadcast it everywhere? Is that how that works?
Exactly. Broadcast it everywhere. And then we're turning all our interviews into podcasts. So it's exciting. So people will be able to hear your wonderful voice on multiple platforms.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. My goal is to make it a talk show. So one day, shout out to the universe. I would love to get sponsors and I would love to make it an actual talk show on a network. So if I do, you'll be on it.
I love that. I love that. Obviously, you had your number one person first. So Who
Hello.
else would you, who else would you ideally want to get on your show?
Oh my goodness gracious. I love that. There's so many people I would love to get. I just don't even know. I would love to get Troy Boy. I would love to get, inspiring musicians, actors, dancers, athletes, pretty much anyone that has something positive to say.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
So how do you get prepared for movie roles? How do you transition? You do so many different roles. How do you go from one to the next?
It's a little bit of challenge. I mean, being in COVID, I sort of like gotten a little rusty, and I can admit that. We're all human. And so now I'm like, getting back into like my old formula for trying to like, being able to transform into roles. I had an audition last week that was amazing. I didn't get it, but I thought for sure I was gonna get it. And then I have two today that I got to prepare for. And it's kind of like one, you sort of have to like kind of shake off the dust, sort of like get that sort of like energy and everything going back. But one, just like scene study, like looking at the lines, deciding like where the emotional time is, where the goals are, what's being said. That's really like the subtext and the intention of the words.
Okay.
And then like really trying to use wardrobe sometimes to help like get you into that physicality. I'm really, really big on the supporting departments, whether it be makeup, hair, wardrobe, that helps you really sort of develop this character. And one person who's great as that is like Johnny Depp. We've seen him in so many iconic Halloween style characters.
Yeah.
But whether it be Leonardo DiCaprio is the same way, and a bunch of other people who've had like using the physicality to help them shape their roles.
I would love to interview them one day. Definitely too. Yeah, it's true. It's amazing how much of a team it really takes to, put together a movie. Everyone is an important role.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's sort of like, suspending all disbelief, and there's a lot of like make believe in that. And, one company that's great at that is Disney. They sort of always sort of had like the mind of a child and how to like take you off into this far off magical world. It's great. But all the studios are doing these days, and now like the new platforms, whether it be Amazon Prime or Netflix, they're really starting to say like, hey, we're bringing solid content to the consumer, and the consumers are eating it up and they love it.
Yeah, it's true. And right now it's so difficult in life with COVID, the riots, quarantine, that we need something. We need entertainment is huge and it's important right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sort of people are sort of like surviving emotionally off being entertained. It's sort of like their little bit of like paradise or oasis is, hey, let me like nuzzle up on my couch and then like Netflix and chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What's your go-to like couch snack? What do you like to
My couch snack? I would say probably blue tortilla chips with cashew queso.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
That's different, right?
That's great. I like that for sure.
Yeah, or salt and vinegar chips are good too.
Salt and vinegar chips are like just like crack. They're awesome.
That's so good, right? What is your favorite snack to eat?
I sort of gotten really into this like charcuterie board. I couldn't say that before COVID started, but I've been making so many of them at this point.
Nice.
Just having sort of like all the grapes and the celery and the hummus and all sort of the meat and cheese and crackers type thing too is great, just to decorate the thing out. And then just a good glass of wine. I mean, everyone sort of enjoys like relaxing at the end of the day and grabbing a glass of wine and cuddling up with a loved one and watching some good entertainment.
Yeah, I like white wine. I'm obsessed with white wine right now.
So what kind of wine, like what's your white, like a Chablis, a Cab?
Pretty much like a Pinot or a Riesling. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
We'll have to have drinks sometime and talk.
Absolutely. I'm probably embarrassed right now. I don't have a glass of champagne for you right now.
It's okay. Well, that'll be a rain check then.
So what city are you in?
I am actually in Florida, so I'm in Gainesville. So I am a couple hours from Orlando. Yeah, with the Gators.
Shout out to the Gators. Shout out to Gators. UF.
Yeah. And there was a rumor, wasn't there, that you used to go to UF? But that's not.
But I went to Johns Hopkins. I think that people saw me at UF for a party one time and then just said, "Hey, we're going to adopt Rob and make him part of our alumni." Well, I appreciate that. That's why I said shout out to Gators, because everyone's always like, "Oh, you should go to UF." I'm like, "No, I went to JHU." But
yeah, the Gators love you, and because I Googled you when I had talked to you before doing our interview the last time, and it said that you had gone to UF. So
my best friend went to UF. His name is Amer El Sergani. He's one of my best friends. He actually started Highway Fit with me.
Okay.
He's a double board certified vascular surgeon. He's the head surgeon for the state of Hawaii.
Wow.
And, he's a Gator, so shout out to those Gators.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. So tell us about the workout program that you have too. One of your other roles.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a social health initiative. It's called Highway Fit, and it's to change the way that America and the world see health, fitness, and nutrition. I think that's sort of like our sort of like statistic that 7 out of 10 Americans are overweight or obese is probably because of poor education and then excuses as opposed to reasons for poor health. So you don't need the gym. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need equipment to be just generally in shape. And I'm talking about 2 thumbs up at your next general health checkup. So I started Highway Fit. It's no weights, it's no gym, and it's no travel. You don't have to go anywhere. And it's medically sound, physician endorsed, and accessible for all. So you can go on pretty much any platform. You just type in Highway Fit, one word on Google. YouTube videos come up. You can go to my website, therobertrichard.com. Talks about the philosophy about it, about how it was created, why it was created, and it's your road, your freedom. Highway Fit.
Nice, yeah, and I love that you can do it without weights and without equipment, and that you're just wanting to help people get in better shape because right now, especially with depression going on and stress going on, taking care of yourself, not just mentally, but physically, is really important.
It's important, yeah, for sure. I think that a lot of, you get a lot of emotional things done too by doing a good little workout. You get those endorphins pumping, you know what I'm saying? You raise the dopamine and serotonin levels. Responders too, who are staying on their feet and staying active. But also, too, it's kind of like a little bit of a meditation too, And there's something for everything. Listen, if you've never known fitness, you'll love Highway Fit. There's a section of it. It's about 10 minutes. It's called First Timers. It's the same workout that I do every single day. And if you've never known fitness or you feel like you don't know where to begin, this is a great place to start. It's got great instruction there. Go to my website at therobertrichard.com.
Nice.
Click on the Highway Fit tab, and then it's your road, your freedom.
Nice.
Also, too, if some people out there, they're starters. Like they start their workout in January, they stop by Valentine's Day, they start right before summer, they stop at the end of summer. So it's great for the stop starters too because you can just do it in 10 minutes and it's quick.
Nice.
You're gonna get a good sweat in. That's one thing that's great. And it's not a high intensity workout. It's a low intensity workout, so you're not going to injure yourself. I do it every single day for the last 7 years. I love it.
Nice. Yeah. And it's important to just move.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. Your doctor recommends about 90 minutes of fitness per week. So if you do Highway Fit, it's about 13 minutes, to be honest, like 10 to 15 minutes, but about 13 minutes. It's 13 moves. Okay. And that'll get you 91 minutes in a 7-day week. So you're hitting that part.
What is your workout regimen? Because you're in such incredible shape. And like I said, you're like never aging. You're like aging backwards.
I love it. No, I do Highway Fit like right on the floor. So I'll give you a little example, a little tour.
I love it.
Here's my little mirror right here.
Nice. I love it.
And I sort of just get on the floor right here, just bust out a little Highway Fit.
I love it.
Low plank. All the moves are about 30 seconds, and then you just transition to the next move. It's really just face down isometric. So the entire workout, you're pretty much on the floor facing down. But it's a great, great, great workout.
Nice.
If you're an athlete too, the frequent flyers is there. It's the same workout, but you're gonna really get challenged and pushed as an athlete. Gonna get in a great, great, great sweat and burn about 300 something calories. So.
Woo. We like that. We like that. I love it. And everyone loves to see you working out. I love it.
I got to start working out in public more. I've been kind of on the go. And
yeah.
It's that time of year where, we're building a lot of stuff for, Black Friday and end of the year and the start of the next year. And I've been kind of on the go, but I still commit to my workout every single day.
Yeah, that's important too, the dedication. So which movie has been your favorite movie that you've done? Or is there a favorite?
Like asking a parent what their favorite kid is.
Yeah.
That's like asking a parent who their favorite kid is.
That's true.
You might have a favorite kid, but you're not going to admit it.
That's true. What are some fun memories or some memorable memories that you have from some of the movies that you've done or shows?
Yeah, so everyone who's watching like 101 right now, I'd say like probably the cutest couple meme is really, really popular. It's me in a pink velour sweatsuit with Kyla Pratt. and they're sort of like busting butts together, and it says like cutest couple on the butt. I think it was actually for Halloween, so that's kind of very very applicable right now. And then some of the great stuff that I've done, and Coach Carter and House of Wax have some pretty good iconic scenes. But yeah, no, I love what I do. I really, really do love what I do. And, I just love, being accessible to the fans and reaching out and talking. If you see me in the streets, I'm out here, hugging grandparents, kissing babies. So,
Oh, love it.
Yep.
And I think that's why you have so many fans and so many people love you, is because you're so down to earth, you're so charming, you're so kind, and you're so passionate, and you love your job, and it shows.
Yeah, no, I really, really do love people. It's like, we sort of live in a world right now where I guess they call it cancel culture, where everyone sort of like doesn't care. So I just kind of made it a point of like actually being of service to everybody, and then, really caring. And, the thing that about Highway Fit, like I imagine that if I felt that way, which was, hey, I feel kind of depressed, or I felt kind of like I'm not, assigning myself to the best version of myself. How could I have shared that, effectively with and be vulnerable and share that with the world?
Right.
And sort of that's where sort of Highway Fit came from. For everyone who's watched the video on YouTube, sort of the precipice of it was a broken heart. So
wow.
Sort of Highway Fit kind of came from that mindset of like, hey, like sometimes we sort of deal with like this emotional, sort of like tug on our heart. And I was saying I wanted to be stronger from within, and that's where Highway Fit came from.
Nice. Congrats. Yeah. Congrats on all the projects. So you're a huge entrepreneurial, which is a huge role that you have. You have what, 9 businesses right now?
Yeah, for sure. Working in tech. I just had a patent approved. Pretty excited about that for a search engine that I'm building. Obviously, I have the acting and producing stuff. Some real estate stuff that I'm managing too. Obviously, the consumer products. I'm a big advocate for elite performance medicine. Shout out to EPM. And then just other endeavors that I have going on right now that I'm building. It's really exciting.
Wow. What are your future goals or projects?
That's a great question. I've sort of been like trying to align what my future goals are really going to be.
Okay.
I think at some point, if I can graduate sort of like maintaining everything that I'm doing, I'll probably go into politics at some point. I think that politics can be a really great tool to, serve the community and affect a lot of people, positively. So that's one thing. And then, I love my science stuff. I love my tech stuff. And I love building a business. I think it's like so much fun. To me, building a business is like building like a family for the consumer.
Yeah, I love it. Are there some tips that you would give someone who's wanting to create a business and doesn't even know where to start?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're out there and you're a young person, you're listening, or whatever age you are, the first thing I think you should focus on is like, what problem are you solving? So I think that business is solving problems. And then the question is like, who else is solving the same problem, your competition? And then are you bringing exceptional value? Are you doing it at a lower cost? Are you doing it at a higher value? Are you doing it with more volume? Are you doing it with, a higher grade or higher quality? What's your differential? Where are you bringing exceptional value? Number 4 is, who's standing in line? Like, what's the applicable market? Like, who cares in general? How big is that market? And then the 5th thing is, if you only capture a small fraction of the market, you got to figure out if you can make any money. If you're only capturing like 0.001% of the market, you got to figure out, is that worth it? Are you going to make any money? And then the 6th thing is, word of mouth. The consumer is a powerful person. You got to have customer service and got to make sure that people are talking about your business for you. And then number 7, have you made it easy to take your customers' money? It's a very, very important part. Right now we have sort of all these sort of like payment platforms, Google Pay, Apple Pay, American Express, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. There's a lot of ways. And, people need to make it easy for your customer to interact with your transaction that way.
Oh, I love it. Such awesome tips. Oh my gosh, guys, these are gems. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So the other thing that I think that I would want to do is like figure out a way to sort of create a school. I look at schools these days and, there's a lot of great things that schools do, but there's a lot of things that are a little deficient as far as like the actual 20 2030 market that we live in.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if that schooling system is a little bit dated to the 1950s and 1980s, like we need to upgrade, what we learn and what's important.
Yes.
There's a couple schools that I see that they're really focusing on like the now. So there's one school, it's in Southern California, it's called the Vinci School. And they basically have the school divided into 3 sections, which is one like media and communications, which is basically what we're doing right now. Everyone's on their phone, everyone's broadcasting. So they're teaching that in school. They're teaching like coding and mathematics and STEM, but from a coding standpoint. So, and then the third thing is creative design, teaching them how to do like both computer artwork and editing and that kind of stuff, and then also just design, real life design.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I look at an institution like that and I'm like, hey, this school is setting up these kids to be able to function in 2050. If you're a young person born now, you'll be 30 in the 2050s. It's crazy. So you got to prepare the youth for that,
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, the youth is our future. And I have to say, when I went to high school, East High School in Denver, Colorado, shout out, they were an amazing school, and they were very open to the entertainment industry, to really, teaching a lot of stuff similar to like the school that you were talking about. And a lot of the people that left that school are either on Broadway, or they're doing writing, or they're creating shows, or they're directing. It's a very artistic, entertaining school.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I think also too, teachers shouldn't be resistant to like the new world that young people live in. I know when I was in school, I went to a performing arts school in LA. It's called Hamilton High School. Great school, theater school. But some of the things that I, introduced to like my professor, he was a little resistant to and didn't like that stuff. And I got a D in drama.
What? Oh my God. Oh.
And that was one of the things too that I was kind of like trying to figure out where the support was I got a D in drama the same year I won my Emmy. It's kind of like, so where is the disconnect? Where is the non-alignment? You know what I mean? Like, how is it that my professor's not seeing that what I'm trying to contribute in class is of value to at least the commercial market,
Yeah, that's so interesting. So you started out in theater and acting at a really young age.
Yeah, I started about 13. That's when I kind of got into it. I was a little bit of a bad kid, and I guess the acting stuff was something, that I could put my energy into that was positive.
Yeah.
And then, I had a chip on my shoulder. Everyone was like, "Oh, you can't play the lead." I'm like, "Why not?" They're like, "You look too young." I'm like, "So what? I'm the best." So that sort of chip kind of like carried me through acting. And some of the things I still experience that today, where like everyone's like, hey, like Rob still looks super youthful. I'm like, then hire me for all the youth roles, I don't care.
Right.
So it's trying to find that right, some roles I haven't gotten, and then other roles I've played a high schooler still. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right. And I love that you stay true to who you are and to your vision. What is a tip that you would give someone who is, going into the entertainment industry and they keep getting turned down, or they keep, feeling like their dream's not going to come true?
Absolutely. First thing I'd say is acting is body work. Get your body in shape. Your body is your instrument, and no different than learning how to play a guitar and having to tune it every single time, or wet your reed for like a horn instrument. Like, this is what we do. So that's the first thing. The second thing too is like, you got to work hard. Like, hard work will lead you to where good luck can find you. Ooh, that's a good gem.
That is good. I like that one.
I like that one.
You're like, trademark.
I'm about to write that on Instagram right now.
That was awesome. You got some stuff going. You're on fire here.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Who would you want to play in a role you haven't played yet? Or what kind of character would you want to play? Not who.
I like to play like an Elon Musk character.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that he's like very peculiar. I mean, he's getting a lot of things done in the universe, but I'm sure it takes a lot on, anyone's, sort of mind and capacity. And, every time that we see him, he's kind of like quiet, but I doubt that he's a quiet person doing that much work.
Right.
So I'd be
There's a
interested.
lot going on in there.
Yeah, I'd be interested to play, even if it was a cool character that like it was like the world inside of his mind.
Huh.
So it was like a sci-fi movie, and it was like even if he was quiet on the outside, you'd see the person on the inside, kind of like Inception, that Christopher Nolan directed, where like we're inside people's minds and seeing like what's going on in there. And there's like action battles and all this kind of stuff going on, like lasers and stuff. Kind of like Star Wars inside someone's mind.
I love it. I love it. That's so cool. So then, as far as like keeping your instrument in shape, what is your regimen as far as like working out and as far as like diet and stuff? Because I know a lot of people have messaged me and they're like, "Oh, he's just so gorgeous and he's just in tip-top shape." What does he do?
That's great. So as far as just like my like physical routine, I'm doing Highway Fit. I do that every single day.
Yeah.
So that's like my go-to. I've been trying to incorporate new exercises just out of curiosity, but I think the Highway Fit is what's keeping like this vessel strong, this machine strong. And then eating colors of the rainbow. You want to eat foods that are in natural color: red, orange, yellow, green, purple.
Nice.
So I'm not eating any foods that are white, brown, or black.
Wow. Okay.
That's like a little bit of a quick little food hack. You do that, you're eating healthy, you're eating colorful foods, you're getting nutrients, and it's gonna, work. You are what you eat.
Nice. I'm gonna do that now. I just got a juicer, so I'm excited.
Oh, you're so happy. I'm for sure. Make some juice and send me some.
Okay. Definitely. Super
I got one powder called Vampire Blood.
Uh-huh.
We got you. It's beets, carrots, cucumber, celery, parsley, mint, spinach, kale. It's called Vampire Blood. It's powerful.
Is it? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to do that and I'll tag you.
It's gonna cleanse you from the inside out too, so make sure you stay near escape. But I mean, it really cleans out, liver, kidneys, all that kind of stuff. It's great. So I would say incorporate that into your diet.
Okay. I love it. Who is an actor or a director that you would want to work with?
I really like working with Rick Gonzalez. Rick's on Arrow right now. We've done Coach Carter together. He played Timo Cruz. We did Bad Dad Rehab together. We worked together a bunch of times. And he's just really tough. And he's like, those fighters who want to fight the best fighter and just be in the ring with them and put on a great show. Yeah. He's somebody that I like to be on camera with and just put on a great show together. I'd love to play a villain against his like superhero. That'd be great.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Shout out. Hopefully this will happen.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. What is it that you want to be remembered for?
I think that I just want to be remembered for, one, being a good friend to everybody, and two, being of service. I think like my dad sort of made it important that, while you're on this earth, you have to be of service to like mankind. And, I'm doing my best. I think that I could do better. But you give a lot of yourself, and it can be a little taxing on your energy. So I just try and do what I can. You
are such a huge inspiration, and you're already doing that. So many people love you. You're so passionate about all your different jobs that you're doing. You're so passionate about helping others. You're so passionate with your acting, and it just shows. And there's so much love for you. So you're definitely a huge inspiration.
I have a lot of interest too, it's like I'm trying to figure out a way to best like compartmentalize like, everything that I, want to do. Like this right here, this interview right here, it's so much fun. It's awesome, and like having where, fans can comment and come and, you can answer some of their questions and anticipate some of their questions and get those out too. That's great. Yeah, this is a great platform. I love this.
Oh, thank you. It has been such a pleasure. Was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
Yeah. Okay. So for you, like, what's going on? Somebody gives you $10,000. Where do you invest it first? What do you do with that money?
Oh, if I got $10,000, what would I do? I would probably put some money away, and I would probably invest into my dance studio, or I would invest into my talk show.
Okay, good, good, good. I love that. I just got just manifest that $10,000 and put it to work.
Yes, yes, I want to manifest. It's been a year of manifesting for sure. A lot of stuff has been really exciting and cool happening. So I'm
I love
channeling
that.
more. Yeah, so for sure. Thank you so much. It has been such an honor, such a pleasure, and thank you for illuminating the world with your presence. And
Miss Valdez, absolute pleasure. Love talking to you. Great
yeah,
communicator. And you know, we're always gonna stay friends. So call me when you need me.
for sure, for sure. We will definitely keep in touch, and I will definitely try the juices that you suggested, and then we will definitely have to
I'll
do.
make sure I'll message you all that and I'll put it in there. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
God bless you.
Bye. Take care. Thank you guys, everyone, for
Thanks,
tuning
guys. Thanks, everybody.
in. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. We just had awesome Robert. So excited for today's interview. You guys can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and then you can hear our interview on all the social media platforms. Thank you for Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez, illuminating the world one voice at a time.